Ladies and gentlemen, when I heard about this story, this was so heartbreaking. And, after reading several articles on Nipsey Hussle, I just got to speak. And I'm not going to do the usual read and give commentary. Just trying to get my thoughts together, because whenever you see someone, especially at this age, that dies, it's never an easy thing. I want to first start by saying prayers to, his family and all of the people that cared about this man. We have a real problem within the community. We got people that always want to start up these little fakeified beefs. We got people that are hell-bent on being angry forever over a bunch of frivolous shit. We got people that will make shit up and run with it. We need to get these elements out of the community. They must go. They have showed there is no need to keep these people in the loop. It is time to push them out. You got a man here that had a clothing store in Los Angeles. Somebody that was really trying to give back to the community. Hell, don't shoot him. Shoot some of these old toxic ass people that don't want to get along with anybody. But one thing I can say, y'all, we can't let mainstream media try to drag all this gang element into this, because he was not even in a gang. He had left that life a long time ago. So on Sunday afternoon, some worthless piece of shit decided to come up on this man and shoot him. And there were 2 other people that were shot as well. And now he's gone. He's gone. And for what? So they're not releasing the name of the 2 other people that were shot along with him. But they seem to be in stable condition, according to what I'm reading. So this happened around 3:20 in the afternoon, according to the reports. And then all 3 victims were taken to the hospital, where, they had pronounced Nipsey Hussle deceased at that moment. It's not, they're talking about all of the gun violence, but, in the Black community, that is also familiar to many of us, directly or indirectly. Even if you don't live in certain areas, you're still familiar with the gun violence. And, he was an artist in his own right. And he was, wow, he was signed to the Atlantic record label. My goodness. And I was just looking at some of the celebrities that have come forward to give their statements, and I haven't heard anybody say one negative thing about him. Not even within the community where he had his store. A lot of people had many positive things to say about him. So, in addition to his clothing store, he was also trying to do business with other Black business owners in that immediate area. I mean, and many people know that he was nominated for a Grammy for Victory Lap in 2018. Wow. I just can't get over this. I can't stand seeing such young people lose their lives over so many things that are senseless. But one thing I can say, just gathering from what I read about Nipsey Hussle, he made a difference to a lot of people. He really did. And when you watch some of the videos of the people that were standing around and being interviewed by the media, they really were heartbroken by this whole thing. And then they were talking about they didn't want retaliation. Well, my question is, who did it? Who did it? And why do you think there's going to be retaliation? We got to change things. We really are going to have to talk about the bad elements within the Black community among ourselves. Okay? Among ourselves. White people don't need to be part of that conversation. We need to have this conversation among ourselves. We have so many unresolved issues within the Black community that need to really seriously be dealt with. In the past, I have lost friends like this before that I grew up with in the city of Philadelphia. One of my friends, and this happened back in the 90s, he was walking home from work, and this is somebody I was around from the time I was an infant all the way up until I was a teen. This was a person I was around. And he was walking home from work. And somebody came up on him and shot him in the back of the head. I knew this family forever, almost as long as I've been alive. I knew him and his family, his brothers, his sisters. They only lived a few doors down from us. So we saw each other every day, but somebody did that to him. And he was another person that was always helpful, always trying to help, always trying to be involved in resolving things. And someone took him out like that. all I can say is I really, truly hope they find out who did this. And I really hope the Most High comfort his family, his girlfriend. He had 2 children at this really tough time in their life. This is never easy. It's never easy. You know, I was even reflecting on my cousin that was killed exactly a year ago now. So whenever these things happen, it will never make sense to any of us. But things must change. It must change. This can't be our future, y'all. It just can't. 400 years. And we still can't resolve this whole thing within the community. Rest in power, Nipsey Hussle. May the Most High keep you and your family sheltered and cared for. But nobody should have to go out like this, y'all. Nobody. Nobody should have to go out like this. Peace, family.